Imagine this. Two men, same age, same weight, same blood pressure. 10 years later, one of them has a heart attack, the other does not. The surprising difference between them was not a fancy supplement or an expensive gym membership. It was how often they had sex. Some studies suggest that men who have intercourse around twice a week may cut their risk of serious heart problems by close to half, compared with men who almost never have sex. Today, I want to show you how something as human and natural as sex can behave like a secret workout for your heart, your blood vessels, and even your stress hormones. And also where the danger line is, because too little and too much may both be bad news. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will know the heart-smart zone of sexual activity and how to protect your heart no matter your age or relationship status. Recently, researchers followed more than 17,000 young and middle-aged adults in the United States and tracked how often they had sex each year. They then looked at who developed cardiovascular disease and who died over almost 9 years of follow-up. The pattern was very clear. People who had sex less than about once a month had the highest risk of heart disease and early death. As sexual frequency increased, the risk went down, hitting its lowest point for those who had sex roughly 1 to 2 times per week, around 50 to 100 times per year. Older research in men found something similar. In one long-term study, men who had orgasms at least twice a week were significantly less likely to die from heart attack or stroke than men with very rare orgasms. In some analyses, that difference was in the range of 40 to 50% lower risk. Again, this does not prove that sex magically cures heart disease, but it tells us that healthy sexual activity is strongly linked with a healthier cardiovascular system. So why would sex be so protective for the heart? First, sex is a form of physical activity. During intercourse, your heart rate and breathing increase, your blood vessels dilate, and blood flow improves. For most people, the effort is similar to a brisk walk up a couple of flights of stairs. Regular, moderate-intensity activity like this is well known to lower blood pressure, improve cholesterol patterns, support healthy blood sugar, and reduce the buildup of plaque in arteries, all of which reduce cardiovascular risk. Second, there is the hormone effect. During sex, and especially during orgasm, your body releases endorphins and oxytocin. Endorphins are natural painkillers and mood lifters. Oxytocin is sometimes called the bonding hormone because it deepens feelings of trust and closeness. Together, they lower stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, calm the nervous system, and can even slightly lower blood pressure after sex. High, chronic stress is a powerful driver of heart disease, so anything that reliably reduces stress in a healthy way is a win for your arteries. Third, satisfying sexual activity often reflects something deeper: emotional intimacy, communication, and feeling valued by another human being. Strong social connections are among the most underrated medicines for the heart. People who feel chronically lonely or rejected have higher rates of depression, anxiety, inflammation, and cardiovascular events. Regular, consensual, caring sex inside a healthy relationship supports mental health and reduces loneliness, which indirectly protects the heart as powerfully as some traditional risk factor changes. However, there is an important twist. The same large study that linked a low frequency of sex with higher cardiovascular risk also suggested that extremely high frequency might not be perfect either. When sex becomes excessively frequent, especially more than once a day in people who already have risk factors, it may put extra strain on the heart or reflect impulsive, risky behavior rather than healthy intimacy. The sweet spot for heart health seems to be somewhere between once a week and a few times per week, not as much as humanly possible. Now, if you are watching this and thinking, great, but I'm single, widowed, or I have a health condition, please do not panic, and please do not feel shamed by these numbers. Sexual frequency is partly a marker of overall health. People with better fitness, fewer medical problems, and less depression tend to be more sexually active. So the message is not have sex twice a week or you will have a heart attack. The real message is protect your heart by staying physically active, managing stress, nurturing close relationships, and for many people, healthy sex is one enjoyable way to combine all three. Here are a few practical, heart-safe takeaways. If you are in a relationship, think of sex as teamwork, not performance. Gentle but regular intimacy with time for kissing, touching, and emotional connection can be just as heart protective as more intense activity. If both feel comfortable, aim for some form of sexual or affectionate physical contact once or twice a week. It doesn't always have to be intercourse. If you live with heart disease, high blood pressure, or chest pain, always talk to your doctor before increasing your sexual activity. A simple rule many cardiologists use is this: if you can comfortably climb 2 flights of stairs without chest pain, extreme breathlessness, or dizziness, your heart will usually tolerate sexual activity of moderate intensity. If you develop chest pain, severe shortness of breath, or feel like something is really wrong during sex, stop immediately and seek medical help. If you're single or don't currently desire sex, you can still get almost all the cardiovascular benefits through non-sexual exercise and strong social bonds. Brisk walking, dancing, strength training, laughter with friends, deep conversations, hugs, and stress reduction practices like meditation or slow breathing all lower heart risk in similar biological ways. Sex is one powerful tool, but it's not the only one. And finally, remember, consent, respect, and emotional safety are non-negotiable. Sex that is pressured, manipulative, or unsafe will raise stress, not lower it. And that's the opposite of what your heart needs. Focus on quality, mutual enjoyment, and connection, not just on ticking a twice-a-week box. If this video opened your eyes to how deeply your emotional and intimate life is connected to your heart health, let me know in the comments, without sharing anything too personal. If you would like more science-based videos about surprising habits that protect your heart and brain, make sure you subscribe and share this with someone who needs both better health and maybe a little more love in their life. Your heart is not just a pump. It's also a mirror of how you live, move, and connect. Treat it kindly